Alright, back with chapter 21. It says this, David avenges the Gibeonites. Now there was a famine in the days of David for 3 years, year after year. And David sought the face of the Lord, and the Lord said, There's a blood guilt on Saul and on his house, but because he put the Gibeonites to death. So the king called the Gibeonites and spoke to them. Now the Gibeonites were not of the people of Israel, but of the remnants of the Amorites, or Jordan today. Although the people of Israel had sworn to spare them, Saul had sought to strike them down in his zeal or in his hate. Or actually, for his zeal, says Saul had sought to strike them down in his zeal for the people of Israel and Judah. I mean, because he hated the people over in Jordan, and he's wanting to kill them, basically for the pride of Israel. And David said to the Gibeonites, What shall I do for you, and how shall I make atonement, that you may bless the heritage of the Lord? The Gibeonites said to him, It is not a matter of silver or gold between us and Saul or his house, neither is it for us to put any man to death in Israel. And he said, What do you say that I shall do for you? They said to the king, The man who consumed us and planned to destroy us, so that we should have no place in all the territory of Israel. Let 7 of the sons be given to us, so that we may hang them for the Lord at Gibeon of Saul, the chosen of the Lord. And the king said, I will give them. So they said, basically, David was like, how can I make peace between you and us? And the Gibeonites said, give us 7 sons real quick. Yeah, the Gibeonites said, give us 7 sons of Saul, and let us kill them, and then there'll be peace between us. So, of course, David did. But the king spared Mesobeth, the son of Saul's son Jonathan, because of the oath of the Lord that was between them, between David and Jonathan, the son of Saul. The king took the 2 sons of Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, whom she bore to Saul, Armane and Mehesabeth, and the 5 sons of Merah, the daughter of Saul, whom she bore to Adriel, the son of Barzillai, the Meholite. And they gave them into the hands of the Gibeonites, and they hanged them on the mountain before the Lord. And the 7 of them perished together. They were put to death in the first days of the harvest, at the beginning of barley harvest. Then Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, took sackcloth and spread it for herself on the rock from the beginning of harvest, till rain fell upon them from the heavens. Then she did not allow the birds of the air to come upon them by day, or the beasts of the field by night. When David was told what Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, the wife of Saul, had done, David went and took the bones of Saul and the bones of his son Jonathan from the men of Jabesh Gilead, who had stolen them from the public square of Beth-shan, where the Philistines, or people of Gaza today, had hanged them on the day the Philistines killed Saul on Gilboa. And he brought from there the bones of Saul and the bones of the son Jonathan, and they gathered the bones of those who were hanged. And they buried the bones of Saul and his son Jonathan in the land of Benjamin and Zelah in the tomb of Kish his father. And they did all that the king commanded. After that, God responded to the plea for the land. War with the Philistines again. This is war with the people over in Gaza. There was war again between the Philistines and Israel, and David went down together with his servants, and they fought against the Philistines. And David grew weary, or he got very, very tired and weak. And Ishbi-Benob, one of the descendants of the giants, meaning the giants, of course, were the Nephilim, that they were still walking the earth during these days, during the days of David. Like I said, the Nephilim were, of course, when God, who's of course Jesus, whenever He kicked the fallen angels, when He kicked the angels out of heaven, the third of the angels along with Satan. Of course, they were rebelling against God. They were trying to take over heaven. Whenever God kicked them down to earth, the angels or the demons that fell down to earth had sex with women, and they bore these great giants who were called the Nephilim. And still back in David's day, here in 2 Samuel, there's the tall giants, these big giants are walking the earth still. They're called the Nephilim, of course. It says, let's see real quick. It says, Ishbi-Benob, one of the descendants of the giants, whose spear weighed 300 shekels of bronze, and who was armed with a new sword, thought to kill David. But Abishi, the son of Zeruiah, came to his aid and attacked the Philistine and killed him. And David's men swore to him, You shall no longer go out with us in battle, lest you quench the lamp of Israel. After this, there was again war with the Philistines at Gob. Then Sabaki the Hushite struck down Siph, who was one of the descendants of another giant. And there was war again with the Philistines at Gob, and Elhanan, the son of Jair-Oregim, the Bethlehemite, struck down Goliath the Gibeonite. This is another Goliath. The same thing, the Goliath that David struck down. This is another Goliath. The shaft of whose spear was like a weaver's beam. So the Philistines had a lot of giants among them. It says, and there was war again at Gath, where there was a man of great stature who had 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot, 24 in number. And he also was descended from, and here's another giant. And when he taunted Israel, Jonathan the son of Shemaiah, David's brother, struck him down. These 4 were descendants from the giants in Gath, and they fell by the hand of David and by the hand of his servants. So, 21 is very interesting here. Of course, you have David avenged the Gibeonites, because basically he made peace with them by allowing the Gibeonites to kill 7 of Saul's sons. And then, of course, there was a war again with the Philistines, and David and his descendants ended up beating again the giants of Gaza, pretty much. And it kind of goes right back to David defeating Goliath, of course, and then later on here in 2 Samuel, David and his descendants end up having to go up against them again, and they defeat them again because, of course, God is on the side of David, not on the side of the Philistines. That's why God helped David and his descendants defeat the Philistines again, especially the giants. So it's pretty interesting there. That's 21. I'll be right back with 22 here shortly.